Hello everyone, and welcome back to the second part of calling SOAP APIs using SSJS. In this video, we will look at how to create a data extension using WS Proxy. So what is WS Proxy? It's basically a script object that has been built on the SFMC platform to help in interactions with the SOAP objects and methods. Okay, it's kind of like a wrapper which makes it easier for us to develop without too much lines of code. Okay, now good thing is you don't need any extra authentication as it's built into the platform, and all you need to know is you need to know SSJS and JSON to use WS Proxy. Okay, and this is not supported in AMP script; it's only in SSJS. So you can also use this in non-messaging context only, like script activities and cloud page resources. You cannot use it in emails or SMS and all that. Okay, and similar to the script.util.http request function, you have the script.util.ws proxy function in SSJS, with which you can actually instantiate the WS proxy object. Okay. Now, once you have this object, you have multiple methods you can use for interacting with the SOAP objects, right? And as you can see, the various SOAP operations over here that are supported, like create, update, delete, retrieve, etc. Now, in the Salesforce documentation, there's a separate section under SSJS that's specific for WS Proxy, and you can refer to the same for the syntax and examples. Okay. So here, if I click on create via WS Proxy, because we are going to be using the create option for the data extension creation, you will see how to a good example of how to create a single data extension object. There's even examples on how to create multiple data extension objects as well, right? As you can see, because there is two different options. Once you have the WS Proxy object instantiated, if you want to create a single item, it's called create item, and then you specify that object. And if it's actually multiple items that you want to create, right? So it's called create batch. Okay, so there are different options available like this based on the type of operation you want, and this is for create, right? So here we will say I want to create multiple data extension objects, and what are those different objects? I'm actually providing that as an array over here, right? For our example, we will be using the single one, so we will be just be creating one data extension. But just in case you have multiple objects that you need to create in one go, this is very powerful and flexible. You can do it using the create batch option. Now, what I usually use for reference, as well as whenever I actually provide information to some of my mentees and people who are new to WS Proxy, I always provide Greg's blog as a great reference, because it gives a very clear explanation of each of these operations, permitted options, and examples on how to invoke each of these, right? So I would definitely urge you to go through his blog on gordonington.com. If you search for the WS Proxy on the site here, in the very top you will see SFMC server-side JavaScript 5. It's about WS Proxy. He's written a great article on okay, what are the various operations possible, what are the various functions that you can actually invoke, and is given good examples as well, which you can definitely use in in your examples day to day if you have anything that you want to use WS Proxy for. He's even given tips of what you should and should not do when you're actually using each of these functions. So highly recommended that you bookmark this if you're going to be working with WS Proxy. Okay, so back to creating the DE for our example. So I'm in Contact Builder. We will be creating the new data extension here called API series DE3. The DE2 we created in the previous video, right? So now we'll create DE3 using the WS Proxy option. Okay, so let me go to our code window here. So I have our Dropbox setup already ready. So first we need to create the instance of the WS Proxy object, right? So as you saw in the example, the first one we'll have to use a prox variable here. I just declared a variable, and we are instantiating that using the script.util.ws proxy function. Okay. Now once I have that, we need to set the impersonation. Impersonation primarily means okay, which BU you are using or which user ID you want to set it to. So I'm using the MID. So I'm using the MID of the BU that I want to use this particular DE creation under. So I'm giving that MID over here, and then once you have set that, we can go ahead and then create the actual object that we want to create. So in our case, we want to create a data extension. So I'm actually using a variable called DE, and I will actually specify that as a JSON object. Okay, so you just have to provide that here, saying okay, this is a JSON object I want to create, and then once I have that created over here, I can go ahead and execute that to as part of the invoke create. Okay, it's actually create item, not invoke create. So under once I have the JSON object done, then the last step that we need to now do is we need to use the create item method here under that proxy object. So as you saw earlier in the example in the documentation, because we are only using a single data extension, we use the create item function. If it was multiple data extensions, I would have used the create batch and then passed it as an array over here, right? And the object that we are trying to create is data extension, and the response that we get back, I'm actually converting that to a string, and then we will output that, and then we will actually try to see how that actually looks like, using a JSON viewer. Okay, so now that we have the base shell, we will go ahead and start populating our the properties for the data extension, the object that we want to create. Right now, this is a JSON object. So if you're familiar with JSON, we can go ahead and provide all the key value properties, and if there is any sub nodes, we need to provide those as well here, right? So on the root level for that particular data extension, I have properties like name, customer key, description, everything that we saw in our SOAP envelope. We can specify all that here at the root level, right? The category ID is the folder as well. Okay, and then after this we had the sub the ones that we had nested ones, right? So we had two for the subscriber field and the sendable data extension field, right? So the sendable subscriber field and the sendable data extension field, because they had like sub nodes within that. That is why we have this nested structure here. So this is the way that you can actually specify that. Okay, and after this we will have to go and specify all the fields that we have. Now fields was an array, right? So this one we have to be slightly careful when we use it. So let me copy that over here and show you that as well. So within this one, when we specify, we have to say that fields is an array of various fields that we have, right? So each field will be like another JSON object that we will have within that, right? So we can specify that here, and as you can see, we have 5 fields that I've specified: the customer ID, first name, last name, email, and the gender, right? And that is our last parameter. So there's nothing after that. So we will end it over here. Okay. So this, you can see how easy it is for us to specify all the properties that we need for that DE object using JSON. Pretty straightforward. We map it from our SOAP envelope. We can go ahead and put that in. We don't have to do a lot of formatting like how we saw by building a payload and then doing authentication and all that. We don't have to do any of that. Very easily, once you have the object that you want to create, specify that using JSON, create your prox object, the WS proxy object, and then set your client ID for impersonation if required, and then go ahead and just call the operation that you need. Like in our case, it is create item. Go ahead and then click invoke that operation, and then get the response back. Okay, so now I'm going to run this. Let's go back to our page here and then do a refresh. So this is the response that we get. Okay, slightly different from the other one that we had earlier. So I'm going to copy this over, and then I will show you that in a JSON viewer. Now there was some extra text that I need to remove before that gets shown here. So let me take out all those so that it will not show an error. So as you can see here, you will see the status is okay. This is the request ID, and then these are the various results. So it actually shows you the object that was created, the test API DE3, the name is API series DE3, the description, all the different values that we had given definitely is included. But then you can this is a great way to see what are the other possible parameters also that you can actually set, properties that you can set if required. So if it's supported, then you will actually see that if next time you want to configure, if you want to see okay, if can I set these properties also for some of these objects, you can refer to this. So that's the great beauty of getting a response like this and storing it for future reference. Okay, so let's go back to our contact builder here. Let's refresh this and then come back and see, and you can see API series DE3 is now created, very similar to how we saw the DE2. So you can see the same 5 fields are created, and you will see that the data retention also with that 1 month option has been created successfully. Okay, so as you can see, WS proxy is very, very powerful and very easy when it comes to working with JSON and SOAP objects. and you can easily write it without going through a lot of lines of codes like how we saw using all those API functions, right? So I'd highly recommend exploring the various functions for your need. Especially go to Greg's blog because he walks you through each of the different operations. You can also refer to the syntax in the some of the syntax in the SF documentation, but then Greg's blog would give you a great foundation to start off with WS Proxy. Okay, I hope this video was very helpful. Thank you for watching.